technologies and information to the current need of the industry through the students. But while attending the last DC meeting, my boss and additional secretary was saying, instead of going to the students alone, let us invite the MSMEs also to take up the similar series because it is very popular and it was appreciated by the governing council meeting also in the last recent meeting by last week. So I can see now many people from industry has come here, student participation, and we first time make it an online seminar also. So many people I can see. Just now I got information that many Taiwanese people are also watching the seminar series, and great insight it was going to give by our beloved brother, I can say, and my friend, and my boss also, ex-boss also before. So thanks for coming here, sir, on the way to come to the CFTI to give away the insights of sports shoe manufacturing processes, the smart systems, and high-tech systems of sports shoe manufacturing through my students learners. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll tell you to the students, it's going to be an important seminar, many more information, try to make a note of it, or I can also give the inputs of the same seminar which is going to happen by today, which will be a great information for you because Tamil Nadu is transforming a lot. You know, now, in fact, in every forum I used to say, there are many Taiwanese companies coming to Tamil Nadu. I have information that in last 2 years, Tamil Nadu government is also very proactive, inviting many FDI, foreign direct investment for shoe manufacturers. I can tell you by name, but at most I have a list of 13 companies which is coming to Tamil Nadu, covering the complete entire Tamil Nadu. Like a company is coming in Ulundurpet, Dendivanam, Jayagondam, Peramburur, Tirupur, Karur, Palampakam, and many leather manufacturing companies are also expanding their manufacturing processes from leather shoe manufacturing to sports shoe manufacturing. So it's going to be a trend, and South is going to blow by manufacturing non-leather and sports shoes actually. So we need to transform ourselves. Our institute also trying to change by giving training on leather shoe manufacturing processes to non-leather manufacturing processes. In fact, we are tendered for the sports shoe manufacturing line, and we launched a new course for sports shoe manufacturing, first time in CFTI. So in another 2 weeks we are launching the 1-year course for sports shoe manufacturing. This is going to be a trend, game changer, because we need to create more technical people for the line which is coming to Tamil Nadu. Near about 3,500 middle-level managers are required, but our institute is producing only 250 to 300 every year. So for the shop floor also near about 2 lakh people is required. So our work, meaning our CFTI work, is going to be a prominent and pioneer in doing this training for the shop floor as well as for the middle-level management. We are going to do it. As a first step, I invite Mr. Kamararajan, who is a pioneer in supplying the dictionaries, and he gracefully accepted to come and give the information about the processes, make use of it. Now I leave the stage to Mr. Kamararajan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I now request our footwear consultant, Mr. Jojen, to have few words with the audience.
Morning everyone, myself Jojen. I've just joined newly in CFTI. This is as a faculty, mainly for sport shoes. So beforehand, I was in sport shoes for 3 years, another firm, and this is a very proud moment for me, being joined in CFTI as a faculty, and for the students whom we are going to coach here and produce them as managers, as staffs into this industry. I would like to give a small introduction about myself. So I have been in this industry for 3 decades. That is around 30 years of experience. I worked in several factories across here, India and abroad. And this is a very wonderful experience. This I've been through all the sort of leather, non-leather, men's, women, children. So it was a very beautiful experience which I had in this industry. And now I feel really proud joining here, teaching these young lads on the sport shoes, especially on the sport shoes, which is required for the market right now. Because it's going to be a game changer, as director said, because the trend is changing. Already changed, it has already changed. And we are on the, on the mid segment of, adapting the change. Here, as, coaching the students from the traditional to the modern footwear technologies. So CFTI is adapting the technologies, and we are making ourselves to the professional mode. We are making innovative things we are bringing in here, and it will be useful for the industry, and the industry can make utilize of CFTI in a very, very bigger way. So it's a very nice thing, what CFTI is doing. And I really feel good about that, and the service being done in this industry through CFTI for each and every aspects. So that's a wonderful thing. So thank you all. I'm not going to take your time, and I believe Mr. Kamal Rajan will take this honorary, and he will be doing the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now request Mr. A. Kamalarajan, a visionary entrepreneur, to deliver his presentation and share his insight and inspire many young minds of CFTI Chennai here. Before sir starts his presentation, there is an AV about our Mr. Kamal Rajan, sir.
To today's smart technology world, where footwear is evolving faster than ever. Welcome to today's smart technology world, where footwear is evolving faster than ever. Innovation, comfort, and sustainability are shaping every step of progress. And leading this transformation with advanced solutions is Priya Impex Consultants. Priya Impex Consultants is led by our founder and managing director, Mr. A. Kamalarajan, who established Priya Impex Consultants in the year 2000 after more than 10 years of strong technical experience in the footwear industry. His early career with reputed Italian brands helped him gain a deep understanding of international footwear manufacturing standards. Under his leadership, Priya Group of Companies has expanded into associated businesses, including the production of soles, insoles, and various footwear accessories, strengthening our ecosystem to support global brands with complete solutions. Today, our prestigious brand SMAC stands as our dedicated machinery brand supporting global manufacturing needs. Priya Impex has offices in Chennai, Ranipet, Delhi, and China, and supplies advanced equipment and technology for leather and non-leather footwear production. We manage turnkey projects for leading global brands such as Nike, Adidas, Skechers, Puma, Reebok, Asics, New Balance, and On Running, with all machinery manufactured under our premium in-house prestigious brand SMAC. We provide customized project layouts including lean, long linear, hybrid, and NIR systems, supporting cut-to-box, CKD, and SKD models. Our complete range of cutting, assembly, and sole plant machinery covers the entire manufacturing process. SMAC high-technology machines deliver higher efficiency, increased productivity, reduced manpower, and lower power consumption. To enhance our solutions, we collaborate with trusted partners. EMA, one of the world's largest and most advanced CNC smart cutting manufacturing hubs. Liangxiang is an internationally advanced R&D and production company, developing safe and innovative shoe manufacturing machinery and equipment, especially their long linear conveyor systems. Sincere Pioneer, SP manufactures toe lasting, seat lasting, and sole pressing machines use a fully automatic visualized system for precise, seamless, and error-free shoe lasting. JIC sets the benchmark in shoemaking technology. With advanced EVA injection molding machines, JIC delivers innovation and reliability to serve clients across the globe. We proudly serve major corporate manufacturers like Tata, Alpine, Mochico, Shoefab, Sarah Leathers, HFL, and Arvin Mills, along with reputed Taiwanese companies such as New Balance by CJ, EP Kathari Group, Hongfu, and Puchan. At Priya Impex Consultants, our prestigious brand SMAC, our mission is to deliver world-class machinery, advanced automation, and complete footwear production solutions that drive efficiency and global excellence. We set new standards in innovation. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning all. Students louder. There should be a vibration for another 1 hour here. I don't want to be silent. This is a sports shoe machine and we have to be very sportive. Okay? Let's start the program. Well, hello? Hello. First of all, thank you so much for the presentation in the auditorium, giving the possibility to express my feeling and your valuable time to conduct and attend this seminar. Secondly, I congratulate our director, Mr. Murali, and his wonderful strong team with their continuous support and giving me this opportunity to share all my small experience with the seminar of the new technology machines. This program is purely going to be dedicated to the students of CFTI. First of all, this I really want to tell you about this. This program will make and enable the students to learn and have more opportunity having this new technology machine in the future. Thanks to all the visitors and all the entrepreneurs who are attending this meeting and giving their valuable time. Okay, first.
Hey, where is that?
Is it okay? First of all, I'm talking about the education in CFTI. In earlier days, you have been going under the courses quite related with the leather and accessories of leather products. But now, there is a transformation that comes from leather to the non-leather. So, this coming years, you will be more focused towards the non-leather because the industry is also transforming with the new era transferring from non-leather to non-leather. Okay, now there is an exclusive one-year course. Mr. Murli has given an inspiration to the students to have their education more on the sports shoe training. Secondly, he is also going to have a studio showroom for sports shoes, so you will have a better learning atmosphere into our CFT campus. Okay, let's come to the technical part where I have come for this meeting. Here, actually, I am going to talk about the new technology machines on the sports shoes. Now, usually you would have experienced in advance in your CFT campus the traditional way of cutting, which is you use normally the traditional cutting, pin cutting, clicking machines, so and so. Now, which I am going to talk to you is more about the transformation from the traditional cutting to the smart cutting system, wherein the total leathers or non-leather can be cut as a single layer or multi-layer in a form of an oscillating knife. And we are progressively developing this machine from a factory called Emma, which is one of the largest factory who produce these machines for all the global brands. Now they are focusing towards more on the visual cutting system, which the process of recutting software, and they are even going advanced more into the fabric cutting, which is cutting strength about 70 millimeter of depth, which is really a big job in the cutting technology. So can I have the video of Emma? See, I hope you have seen this Emma. This is a company, we are associated partner for them in India. Basically, they have been a 48 years old company. They are supplying to these kind of machines to these international brands like Puma, Skechers, Nike, Adidas, and On Running, Oka, Brooks, in many brands over many years. And different part of the world like Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, and even abroad, European countries. But now they are coming up with India in a great success, and now many machines of them have already reached from the Taiwanese factories like Baochang, Hangzhou, EV Kothari groups, and everywhere. So these machines are well proven, and day by day, the technology on cutting system, they are doing every year research and development on each sector. Like cutting, basically they started from the traditional cutting to dieless cutting, and from dieless cutting to visual recutting system by oscillating knife. Now they have went with a rotative knife for cutting the fabric technology, which is no other company has started yet actually. The fabric cutting needs 70 millimeter of thickness. It has to cut the fabric at one time, which is very difficult task for the cutting system. So more or less, not only MINs with this footwear industry, they are also expanding their wings towards the automobile and the furniture industry. Of course, we are taking those responsibilities also here in India, installing those machines in Maruti company like even BMW. Our technicians are going and installing those machines for the steering wheels. As well as the furniture company, which is located in Oragadam, they are a Singapore-based company. We are even supplying a huge machine which costs more than 8 crores each machine, which cuts the fabric material for the sofas and furnitures. So if you can see, they have been developing a lot. Not only abroad, they are coming out in India with 100 machines, 150 machines in each factory. So here, why I am just pointing out this is not here for the business purpose. The student should know, if you just complete the CFTI course here, when you know something about this machine and having some basic idea, you will attending the interview in those kind of Taiwanese companies. This will really help you that, you can say, I have seen this machine, I have used this machine, I have knowledge about this machine. So you can see these machines very well in these Taiwanese companies. Now these companies will give you a greater job and a good designation in the future. So fundamentally, the cutting system is the basic play in the shoe factory. This machine can work on leather, non-leather, fabric, PU, TPU, and all the mesh materials. So one machine can solve all this problem. Of course, for the leather, you have to use the flatbed machine. Probably we don't have that possibility here. Of course, we sold to a lot of safety shoe factories in Kanpur where they use this single layer cutting system. Okay, coming back, the second operation after cutting is stitching. Normally you do the stitching machines. Normally we have the basic machine with the single needle, double needle, all these things. And if any factory which are going to do the European brands, normally they buy the machines from Adler and so expensive machine which costs around 2 to 3 lakh rupees. So there is a range 40,000 rupees the basic Chinese machine and 2 lakh rupees an Adler machines with an European standard. We innovated a semi-staged machine which can adapt all the technology possibilities from the Adler and with the Chinese operation. By maybe we can use the spare parts from Japanese and Taiwanese, and we incorporated a stitching machine which has all the facilities in what the German machine and the European machine has. Like for example, the stitching machine with the touch screen, with the needle positioning, with the servo motor, with the control system on fourth motor for step down and step up. So many features with the price of 75,000 rupees. So could you see the innovation, what's happening nowadays? So no matter that you need to go for an European, Italian machines for making kind of sport shoes, you can even still look forward from an economical to little middle segment of the stitching machines. This is about the stitching developments on the stitching machines. Now coming back to the marking. Usually in our factories as olden days, we use the traditionally marking by the pen, and we used to stitch the upper as per the marking. This new technology Chinese has developed called automatic UV marking machine. This machine is just like same like what you see the dialers cutting. It is similar. They follow the same projector system which adapt and understand the sequence where they have to do the marking by a US portal. Now what happened is this system involves so many manpowers to do the marking and produce around 600-800 pairs of shoes per day. But this small machine, which costs around some 15-20 lakh rupees, enables to make 50,000 pieces per 8 hours. It means you can make 5,000 pairs of shoes marked, pre-marked, ready for production on the next day with one single machine, which can be able to eliminate more than 12 to 13 workers or stitching, marking peoples in the line. And mostly this has a system called UV system, which can adapt the next series for stitching. You will have the marking on the UV lamp. Of course, you need to fix the UV lamp on each stitching machine to see the guide of the UV marked area, and you can follow the stitch according to that. So this kind of small machine over a period of time can replace the many labor involved, high technology, high productivity. Of course, cost a little bit more to adapt the future. Now, if you are talking about next operation in the sports shoe, we have to think about embossing machine. Usually those days we have the technology to do the embossing for logos, everything by the hot and mold process. But today the Chinese and the Taiwanese technology developed the machine called HF technology, where the high frequency transformer enables and give the power and give you the proper impression and do the cutting also on the embossing operation. Of course, there is even development keep happening 2D, 3D according to the customer needs and the brand needs. Fourth important thing, see normally with the sports shoe involved, especially cutting, laser cutting, then coming TPU, HF, and the next operation assembling. So before going to the assembly, we have covered the stitching area, we covered the dialers cutting area, we covered the marking area, and embossing is the one which we can say now there are a lot of embossing machines with the new technology coming up with the vacuum system, with many different voltages, many power consumption system with same side operator, opposite side operator, standing type, sitting type, 5 kilowatt, 8 kilowatt, 12 kilowatt, and many options, hydraulics, pneumatics, so many versions are keep coming on and on, depend on the brand's requirement. Basically the brands will go to this manufacturing company and ask, I have such a big portal of complete upper, I need a big embossing. So these people will design the machine according to the brand's need. This is what's more important. It's not standard. We customize the machine as per the brand needs. That's the most important thing. And forthcoming is conventional fusing system. Normally we do the conventional fusing by the two rollers. The upper has to pass through the lining material and glue it, then it press it up. Now there is a system called TPU fusing system where the total upper can be fused and ultrasonically controlled by the fusing system with the precision lamination. So these are the most important developments in the high technology in the sports shoe machines of the upper part. I don't want to take more time because I can explain you by PTP which each machine how it changes. Probably after the seminar you can visit during the exhibition of ILF, or you can visit our showroom in Ranipet, so we can explain the students batch by batch, explaining them how this system works actually, because you have given us a very short time to make it up this. Coming back to the assembly line. Assembly line is, each brand normally use a different way of production. For example, if you take Adidas, we started with Adidas to develop the machine for Adidas. We did so many R&D projects in Adidas together in Taiwan factory, and understanding the needs, the production SOP, and we followed and made the machine according to the standard. Of course, we failed very many times initially. Finally, we succeeded in 2017, and we took the 15-line order from a customer in Delhi for production of Adidas. And later, understanding what the brands needs, we started approaching the other brands like Puma, Skechers, and we understand what their real basic needs. And we started to develop each machines, the needs of their custom needs, and we developed that and we export to the market. And now we followed same the way what we did it in Adidas. We followed the same to Puma and Skechers also, and following with other brands too. Now we are in the focus. Coming back, the next here, the line system. What is that lean system? Lean system is something without the conveyor. There will be some 10 machines, put it on a floor with 3,000 square feet, and you can make 500 to 800 pairs of production on the sports shoes with a small place of 3,000 square feet, and having only 16 people to work on that. So this system is called as lean system. Only the brand called Adidas was just using this system. If you go to Apache, you will see this lean system. Almost, I think, 40 lines of lean system they produce. So each model you can use a different production schedule. Design, you can use a different line and you can choose your production. So this is a mode of brand they want on this kind of production. This is lean system. When you talk about Skechers, they want always to go with the long linear system. They want to have a more production capacity in a very long line and having more people involved. So this is another mindset of another brand called Skechers. Of course, they follow like lot of SOPs are there in Skechers. When you produce the more volume, you need to also focus each segmental part, whether the shoes are controlled, like they put more metal detector on each part, like cutting department will have one metal detection, before lasting will have a metal detection, before assembling will have one metal detection, before packing will have one another metal detection, before sending the container they will have. The 5 tracking system they will keep for just to understand whether this is comfortable for, they will approve the SOP standard, they should pass through that. Then only the Skechers manufacturing committee will accept that production. So these kind of SOPs, many companies are following. So now if you see the Skechers factory, if you see there are 2 ways. One is CKD or direct exports, and there are Skechers they make for the domestic also. So domestic people also now are forced to follow the same SOP standard of CKD, which the export possibilities, the quality standard of export system. Of course, the 2,000 per line, you need more people, more space, and more consumption of power and more capacity of raw material required. Now coming back, the last system is called hybrid system. What is hybrid system? For example, the normal lean system will produce you around 500 to 800 pairs, and the second option is going to be 2,000 pairs. There is a middle segment, they want to make around 800 to 1,000 or 1,500 pairs. There is a small standard conveyor which will have a hybrid system where the shoe will rotate from the third process to the second process to complete without the line. So probably after this meeting, probably I don't know whether we have it in the BTP, I can show you that. Many customers also use this system in Delhi to produce maximum 1,450 pairs with a hybrid line. More better than the advanced system, but here you don't need a long 70 meter length of the conveyor, or you don't need 2,000 square feet. You just need only 100 feet of the length of the conveyor. So this is all about the conveyor system. Still, lot of Taiwanese are coming up with so many modules of conveyor, like not lean, hybrid, long linear, then standard linear. Now they are also coming with a robotic conveyor. Robotic conveyor is something amazing. I've seen it to my factory of Liangshan last 1 month ago. There is a shoe made 2,000 pairs of shoes they are making with 7 people, sir. 7 people. Adapting all the 7 robots in the project. One is assembly, sole press, carrying out with cementing and reactivation, sole preparation. 7 robots. Of course, the project is 15 crores, but they are able to make with 7 people 2,000 pairs of production. But now, are we India prepared to do that? Of course no, because we haven't started the robotic line. Even the Taiwanese factory has not started those kind of robotic lines so far in India. Because not only the machine, we need to have the technology, skillness, manpower, and the software system to adapt to that robotic system. That is most important thing that we don't have. But China many factories are running with those kind of brands like on running are using this kind of robotic lines in Switzerland. You can have a look. Probably I'll give the address. So many robotic lines, there are future is there. even without manpower, with the high quality production, the brands are specified. Okay, if I make shoes for 50,000 rupees to 1 lakh pair, the shoes completely monitored. Their soles, their insoles, their memory foam, their cushions, their toe lift, everything. So what I mean to tell you, India need to adapt the basic technology of these kind of conveyors, and in very soon in 2028, I wish India should even adapt this robotic line. We are trying to reach, working hard for few customers to also, with the trial project, we are also trying to push to have one robotic line. So, it will be a display center for our company in India. Now coming back, there is a company called SP Taiwan. They are very pioneer in making the lasting machine. If you see, those days, the Italian companies like Ormac, Molina Bianchi, Sherin, those people also make a very good lasting machine years and years for the leather shoes. But when these machines are used for sport shoes, we are facing a lot of problems. Like, those are machines very heavy. It can be used for leather shoes. If the same machine we try to adapt for the non-leather, the non-leather is a pure, so it gets cracked actually. It doesn't undergo any steaming process, softening process. So what happened is, the Taiwanese company learned this system to be medium pressured and produce a machine called the lowest, not with high pressure, with the high technology, with the low pressure, adjusting the non-leather as per their own needs and space. So SP is one of the pioneers. Sincere Pioneer is our very old partner company, and now they are associated and they are really working very well with all these upcoming Taiwanese factories in India. Last week we were there in EP Gotari Group. They have sold this kind of Apache. We have seen those kind of machines like visual communication, visual focus system. This system, until now, I can assure you, nobody in the world has made this kind of machines, because this machine costs you 1 crore rupees. This small toe lasting and seat lasting costs you 1 crore rupees. What happened is, just when you keep the insole and set up your position where you want to apply the glue, automatically the whole machine will work under like a robot and self-adjust according to the program what you give it on the insole tracking area. So the glue will follow as per your tracking area. This system, until now, I can assure you, even the Italian companies has not made so far. So this is called visual focal system and lasting technology. No other company, even in Taiwan, even in China, even in Italy, even in Germany, nobody made this machine. That's amazing. But of course now Taiwanese companies are mostly using this kind of machines for the highest quality of production. Can we have the video of that SP? You can just have a small clip of how the technology works in the SP machines. It's something very interesting. You need to understand this is the most important concept. Lasting is the most important concept if you are using the non-leather assembly section. You can see the symmetric glue tracking area. You just need only 2 manpower here. So this is all about the new technology on the lasting area. We crossed cutting, we have crossed the embossing, we have crossed the stitching, and now we have crossed even the marking. Now we reached even the conveyor area we completed. Now we are into the lasting, and the final is the sole assembling area. For the sport shoe, normally we use the unit EVA sole or the stock fitted rubber EVA soles. Okay, so we have merged with one of the pioneer company called JIC, Geely Machines in China, who are making those kind of all the machines like EVA, rubber and EVA pouring, EVA hot and cold process, all type of machine this company is making. So I don't know, we have the video now. Okay. So this company usually produce all type of sole making machines. What is new technology? Here is a question. Everybody makes the sole machine, EVA 6-station, injection, pouring, hot and cold, or even EVA forming machine or ETP machine. There are a lot of technology coming on EVA. But what this company is doing is, like, they are trying to move towards the lightweight EVA, where now the new brands like On Running, Oka, Brooks, these type of people, they're making the shoes for 1 lakh rupees. So they need the sole with the coil technology, very memory technology, very light feather technology. For these kind of soles, you really need a very strong lightweight compound, which you should never feel that we are wearing the shoe. So these kind of new technology in this 2026, they are going to come with us and going to show in the Gonzo Fair, which is going to be a very, very light EVA sole making machine with a different technology, better than eTPU. eTPU was also eventually a very good technology, but it has failed now in India because you cannot get the raw material in India because it's like a thermocol. So this is all about the hot and cold. EVA pouring also we have a new technology. Like those days hot and cold, if you see the machines are very linear with the 20 station, 24 station where they make hot and cold EVA. Today these people make the double station, triple station in EVA, and they are also provided the cooling system internally on the mold. Whenever you see the ancient time, when you see the EVA hot and cold machine, there will be a whole water line will be provided. Today you don't need to provide any water line. The mold cooling system is completely inside the internal circulation of the water. So rubber is another technology for sports shoe. As I told you, EVA rubber plays an important role. Some brands will ask for the unit EVA sole, so you can go with this kind of EVA injected sole with the new technology system. And then again, when you ask for the rubber, we have also the new type of rubber machine, which is also coming up with a more robotic system to adapt the second mold automatically to the first mold without the operator pulling out and putting on the third station. This rubber machine is coming with a more sequential IoT program. How many pair we produced every day? Where is this smart box system? If there is any problem in the temperature or in the pressure or any downtime, any breakdown, the machine will show an alarm. Where is the problem? Because this is the most important play. If the sole has loses quality, the whole shoe will reject it. So they are also improving lot of quality standard to recognize the real quality missing area with the smart box system. So this is the new development is also happening with the rubber molding system. Now the Chinese are also really copying the fantastic technology of stock fitting soles. Like, you know, normally some high quality brands, they use the EVA sole with the rubber sole with the stock fitting system. Usual stock fitting, normally they do the roughing and UV treatment, just press together with the liquid sole press. But now they are going with the parameters similar like the shoe assembling. They are assembling also the EVA sole with the rubber sole with the same process of making shoes in a more professional way. Because like the brands like Crocs, so many companies from Taiwan is coming up. I'm so amazed to see they are investing so much of machines only for the stock fitting. What is stock fitting? Is the attachment, small attachment process between EVA and rubber. So this process also, the Taiwanese companies are more concentrating on their SOP standard to have a proper EVA rubber bonding system. See, day by day what happened is, before 15 years, 20 years, we were been experiencing with only domestic sports shoe manufacturing companies, Relaxo, Action, VKC, all these shoes, which we always think, oh, it's economical shoes, it's very cheap, okay, it's sometimes, it's not comfortable for official wear. Okay, day by day now, the brands came with the next stage of giving a high quality shoes on the same sports shoe, from domestic brand to the international global brands like the Skechers, Adidas, Nike came with the two variations, one for the domestic and one for the exports. So now what we could see online and offline stores that you will see all shoes made in India for the domestic, and few shoes are still we don't have an experience. Those are being exported to Vietnam and Indonesia because those quality even more expensive. For example, if you see Adidas, there are shoes for 4,000 rupees and there are shoes for 14,000 rupees. If you see the 14,000 rupees Jordan or other brands, they use a high quality product. The material, the flyknit material, the lace, the sole, the preparation of sole, the system. I mean, everything matters. What you pay, you get it. Actually, the main thing is that now the Taiwanese are coming up with this new system to India to make high quality shoes. Not to end up only with Adidas or Puma or Nike. They want to do even On Running, Brooks, Salomon. If you see these kind of shoes, you will have not even heard about these shoes. But these shoes are very expensive, very high quality shoes. Those are produced in Vietnam in a very big quality, a very big factory. They can produce only 700 pairs per day, but the shoe cost is 1 lakh rupees. On Running, you can see, go to the website and see 52,000 rupees discount. Like that, you can see this kind of shoes. These are made in, not in India. Soon India will also make this kind of Taiwanese way of walking. Only thing we need to adapt a certain system and technology given by the Taiwanese company, the SOP standard. If you follow that, our Indian company also will really make a high quality shoes the coming years. So now, coming back, I have told you about the end product called sole, and almost technically, I think I could able to cover up a bit now because it's been given only 45 minutes to 1 hour. So I can't brief out each product line in more in detail. That will take minimum 3 to 4 working days with 8-hour classes every day. Then only I can able to complete this completely. When you talk about quality, brands, lasting, assembly, stitching, marking, and smart cutting system, it's a big era. I would appreciate you all have to, take part to go to factories like Taiwanese factories only. Just try to organize some students. They can visit batch by batch and see some Taiwanese factory and adapt those kind of working culture. So they learn here and they adapt some training there. It will be very useful for their future, because the coming years are going to be the best time for India on their sport shoes. We are moving the transformation from leather to non-leather, from domestic to global brand, from global brand to the expensive global brands. So many companies, if you see, Pochang is coming up in very big way, Hongfu is coming up in very big way, Kotari groups, as usual, already they have established, that is also coming up in a very big way. I have visited those companies, 100 acres, 200 acres, and more than 200 lines. So you guys are really having a very good opportunity to get the job and a very good high profile. I'm surprised to see a few things. I visited one Taiwanese company last week. There is one of the senior manager. I asked him, where you are from? Sir, I did a 1990 batch in CFTI. I was so shocked. He's into Taiwanese company without knowing the sports shoe, but he got the job because the name, the CFTI. So please, Mr. Murli has given you a brand one side from CFTI, but you guys have to have some knowledge about this Athleisure sport shoe. Very simple. It's not like more complicated like leather. But only thing, you should follow the SOP standards from the origin, from Taiwanese. Taiwanese are the founders of these kind of projects, like shoe making project, machinery making project for shoes, technology for shoes, everything. Tomorrow you will see in 2028 there will be all robotic lines, lot of Taiwanese factories. Many people will be having a wonderful jobs in many Taiwanese companies, better than the software companies, better than the Nokia or other electronic companies. So students, please, first of all, I thank you so much for Mr. Murli to giving this opportunity, and to take up this seminar and giving a small learning experience, and I would appreciate this will really inspire you and go more onto it from today. If you try, and thanks to his investment as well as his interest on putting up a studio line very shortly into your campus, which no CFTI has did so far. So you should really thank to him, because he has taken a big effort in setting up a studio plant there inside your campus. So you will have a very best training here for the sport shoes other than the non-leather. Secondly, he is also interested to setting up a class for 1 year courses also for this athleisure. Anytime you call me 24/7, I'll come and attend for sure. You have any doubt, I'll be there. So because I'm very curious, I'm very happy to do that. I'm very happy. This is not like a program which for the audience or something. I'm just dedicated this time for the students. I really want the students in the coming years should have a good experience on sport shoes and do a wonderful future and wonderful job in every top level companies. Top level companies. This is all my second. Now, coming back to all this, after this Taiwanese coming now to India, you will also see a fragrance of some Korean companies also going to come to India. And their system of working is also eventually very different. We also supplied a big project to Korea also from India for the Skechers factory. I'm telling you just for an example. Their system of working is entirely different than Taiwanese way of working, Taiwanese way of system. So you have to adapt the Indian system, the Taiwanese system, the Chinese system, the Korean system. Learn as much possible you can when you have a chance, when you have an opportunity. So the stepstone has been created by our director. You start from here now. The way has been given, the door has been opened, the course has been opened, the studio has been opened shortly. So start learning more into this athleisure. Create your imaginations, your future, then you will see you will build a great way. And secondly, we have a very good showroom also in Ranipet where we do the product development and engineering department. We have a technicians are 24/7 available. If you want to have any training done, I'm ready to really open to you all. You can come there, get the training done completely there. You can use the machine, you can see the perform. Not to sell the machine, I just want to give an education of the machine. So tomorrow you should have a big knowledge. The machine, athleisure is different than machine leather. So you should have the two peripherals. One is leather, you should be an expert. Other side, you should be expert even on athleisure, which we do it actually. We still even continue supplying machines to equipments to leather also, and leather shoe, leather cap, everything we supply. We do everything. Cut to box, to all the models of the lines, everything we do it. So let's see. I want you guys and maybe I don't know other team, other batches can take this opportunity for ILF to visit. See, lot of our same trade also here. The seniors are here. My pioneers also there. So you can visit all the stalls, get more information, know about the technology. Learning is the only thing which you will never get back. Learning and experience is the beautiful asset which you will never get by any way and means. So please try to make use of the opportunities. Now coming back to the last. Here, first of all, thank you very much, Murli. First of all, thank you so much for giving this time and valuable time for everyone, leaving today's start booking and came here, Mr. Nizar sir. So, really it's something I'm very happy that giving this valuable time to have this seminar done successfully. And thanks to my Chinese partners who was really giving me a continuous learning every week. Like, they whenever the new technology comes, they just post a video and say, yes, we can try to do this one in India. Yes, we can try to do this in India. And secondly, I would like to even thanks my associate partners like MI, SP, Liam Chang, who are already there in the Google Meet now. They are also listening. So they are also the inspiration people who really given me and exploring me in this international global brands and the investors who are coming to India. This is also our great support for Priya Impex to grow in India. And thanks to my Taiwan team and helping me in teaching me every day the new concept and sharing me the everything what they are facing, each different practices who are establishing in India, who is coming to India, how much they are investing, what they are going to do, what type of shoe they are going to do, what type of concept they are going to follow. This is where we were made different from Indian company, and we went to China and we went to take a cooperation from Taiwan, and we are establishing our big opportunities in every brands and every investment company coming to India. And lastly, the big thing which I'm going to tell you. Earlier, thanks to my office team who given me a great support from 2000 to 2025, made my company from 3 crores to 433 crores today to overall catering the global markets completely, achieving the 92% of the market share from Taiwan and China, establishing all the footwear practices who is coming with a greater investment. Like for example, Emma, those companies are already established in other countries, but they are now coming up with their wings to us, and we are supporting them with the technically giving all the services. So this is what, and future we are even still expecting we should cross in 2028 more than 100 crores with having the big turnover into the Indian market. Nothing less, every possibilities are there. India is not less now. Our government is also giving support. As I met during the GC meeting, Mr. Murli's Deputy Commissioner, I was there in the live meeting last 2 weeks ago. He was telling, explore, teach the children, let them know, no problem. We are ready to invest. Let the children get the knowledge more. That's more important. So, it was really inspiring. So you students, you see, from the top level management of your CFTI, they are inspired to give you the biggest possibility to learn, to become a good entrepreneur or good designated in a biggest factory. All our possibilities they have been giving. And other side, thanks to an enormous support that our Mr. Murli director is giving a huge support. I never seen such developments happen last so many years in CFT. So please make use of this opportunity, make use of the time. Now the market is also growing well. So I would appreciate after 5 years if I see anyone in any factories, they should, sir, I attended the seminar, now I am the manager of this company, sir. I want to hear this from you all. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks a lot for everyone. It's given a very good time for me. And 1 minute, you would like to see the Liangshang video. I told you, there is a video I forget to show you, the robotic system, what they are going to implement. This is very important to show you.
人们对美好生活的追求不断提升，从传统制造到智能化绿色生产，鞋业自动化制成快速发展。
良强公司自孤卓发展指令，始终秉承创新造辉煌、匠心制品质的理念，引领制鞋行业创新、节能、自动化的生产潮流。
作为制鞋行业引领者，良强积极参与行业标准制定，推动行业规范化发展，荣获广东智能制造发起单位等荣誉，更赢得广大鞋业高端客户的信任，见证了制鞋行业的进步与变革。创新造非凡，
在良强，创新不只是理念，就是行动。我们深信客户需求是创新的源泉。
因此，我们汇聚了一支由资深工程师和行业精英组成的研发团队，年均投入超过1000万元，致力于技术革新和产品创新，不断为行业注入创新活力。良强以强大的创新实力，携手顶尖高校和研究机构，为客户提供最专业可靠的制鞋设备，现已获得多项国际、国内专利证书。近年来，公司将绿色低碳理念融入产品研发中，配合机器人高效自动化与智能数据管理，模块化设计灵活应对多样需求。节能减排实现绿色环保，推动制鞋行业的可持续发展。匠心助品质，在良强，我们深知品质是企业的生命线。良强建立了科学的订单管理、备货生产管理、易损件生产管理等多个生产流程管理系统，实现生产管控上下环节无缝对接。从科学的工艺设计到严选材料， 我们确保每一步都遵循严谨的生产装配流程，在追求产品一致性的同时，我们秉承良强人的匠心精神，确保每台交付给客户的产品都是经过精心雕琢的杰作。
良强团队致力于精工制造，乐于分享知识与经验，确保每一台设备都能赢得客户的信任。
有关系。我们的这项主要注意的是，
我们不仅生产制鞋设备，更是在传承良强对卓越品质的长
纸，它一定是纸的，来讲黑白的纸。
我们的产品有922模组化快速流程节能成型机，822立体回旋式红外线成型机，909CN、909EN 高效 NIR 红外线成型机，916单机式模组化加热定型机，866高速加热定型机，666高效螺旋盘式加热定型机，917单机式模组化冷却定型机，867自动高速冷却定型机，777高效螺旋盘式冷却定型机，817WS3D 立体低温 UV 照射机，服务您市场。在全球市场的激烈竞争中，良强以其卓越的市场表现和强大的服务能力，成为全球客户信赖的伙伴。我们深入洞察客户需求，以快速响应和专业的个性定制化服务，满足携起多样化的生产方案。我们的产品设计注重性能稳定性和安装及维护便捷性，致力于降低客户的运维成本。40年来，良强的产品已经遍布全球30多个国家和地区，服务网络也同时覆盖了各大核心制鞋区域。我们为客户提供涵盖售前咨询、安装调试、专业培训、售后维护、配件供应、技术升级、个性化定制、工艺优化以及定期回访在内的全方位服务体系。
良强在campusia，我们在输出型的片。
选择良强，让你生产无忧。
责任与担当，在追求企业发展的同时，良强不忘回馈社会，用实际行动践行企业的社会责任。世界和未来。
未来我们将继续秉持创新造飞法、匠心助品质的良强精神，给客户提供绿色、低碳、环保的制鞋整体解决方案，成为鞋器生产服务好伙伴，为制鞋行业的繁荣与发展贡献更大力量。
Hello? If you see this company, Liangchang, actually they are very pioneer in making this robotic conveyor, and they were already supplying to many international brands they are supplying. Actually, the most important thing why I want to show you this video, if you see in there all the machine, there is a small box on the top of the machine, that is called the smart box. Actually, this is controlled by the total server. Actually, there will be a person in the factory can monitor the machine, the productivity, the temperature, everything in sitting in one office room. He can control the production. He can see any failures happen. So this smart box system, they will fix it in all the machine, not only the conveyor, lasting machine, they put in the sole marking. Each machine they will fix the smart box and control the whole. So this technology, if anyone is going to China, you can also see their factory. They have a factory, very big factory in Taiwan, and they have also a factory in China. So if anyone is willing to go there, or anyone are having an opportunity to go there, just go there and have a. So go and have this experience, so you will have a better learning actually on this kind of automotive system. So the new technology for Athleisure now coming to the end here to express you, but still I can continue with the next seminar with a few more machines having the highest technology, and I'm still waiting even for the market to accept those kind of robotic line and explore ourselves in the next future. So once again, I'm concluding that thank you so much, Mr. Murli, for giving this wonderful opportunity. Again and again, I'm telling you, because you are giving a best gift to this student as a children's, and to log, and they will. I would prefer I want them to be an entrepreneur like us. And special thanks to all the CFTI, the great, strong, big team that who has given this exposure here, and great support. And thanks to all my friends and visitors and audience who came, and thanks to my people who are watching this online program, and even my Taiwanese partner is also watching there. So wish all the best. God bless all of us, and hope to have a next wonderful future ahead and ahead. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inspiring us for the day. And now it's time for Q&A. Audience, do you have any questions that you need to clarify about? For the technocrats and the students of CFTI Chennai, do you have any questions that has to be asked?
I want to have questions, please. I need to have 10 questions from your side, because I can learn something from you after that.
When you are bringing robotic here, what about the employment for these students?
Hello? அது வேற மைக் கொடுங்கம்மா.
No, I'm asking on behalf of students.
Okay.
We really appreciate you bringing all the technology here with the robotics, etc. What about the employment for these people then?
See, first of all, this kind of Taiwanese company directly won't employ immediately. First, they are sending them to training in Vietnam or Indonesia. If you see, Pochang, many people are going for training. First, they will send them for training, adapt to the culture, how to use this kind of robotic lines there, and then they will do the operationally, they will success in India.
But why not you start innovating the technology here in India and manufacturing?
Very expensive, Alim, very expensive. If you set up these kind of projects, one line will cost you 30 crores, not less.
But you are entrepreneur, you have achieved so much.
Come on, I am a machinery supplier. I am working with the brands only to supply equipments. I am not a shoemaker.
You can start something here, manufacturing machines, and over the period like 10 years, 20 years.
We are really speaking, okay, let me conclude you. We are already negotiating one very big customer to have the robotic line here. And we are giving a kind of a prototype system, and we will also providing the Chinese technician to stay 1 year to see that machine should run without any trouble. We are also working on that. Probably by next year we will be able to launch this robotic system. I'm sure. We are working on that very well, especially with the Liangshan project in India. Any other question, ma? I want some question, please. From student side. Why you are, last year when I conducted the seminar, the students are so aggressive. I see the face was very expressive. They stand up and keep on asking questions. I was impressed. Today I see you people are very slow. Why? Any problem here? Any problem?